Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk to you all about Fortnite Battle Royale's newest update. It's actually a pretty big update as far as like the changes to weapons go. So first of all, we have the Chiller Grenade, which will knock players back, causing them to slide along the ground, just like if they hit the ice trap in the past or if they hit frozen sections. Allies, enemies, and vehicles hit with the Chiller Grenade will slip around with icy feet for a duration of 7 seconds, and it drops in stacks of 3 with a max size of 6. It's common rarity, and it can be found as floor loot, vending machine loot. It apparently cannot be found in chests, according to this. The Cozy Campfire has been updated visually to indicate when a campfire is burnt out. Weapons that were vaulted were the bolt action sniper, the burst rifle, the heavy shotgun, and the SMG. It's actually really large changes as far as the vaults go. The bolt action sniper isn't the biggest deal because we already have the suppressed sniper, which functions very similar to the bolt action. I would say they're more comparable, but the suppressor just has the added functionality of being suppressed. And then 5 damage wasn't too big of a difference. The burst rifle being gone is actually pretty surprising. Now there's not any burst weapons in the game at all. The heavy shotgun being gone is also very surprising because I felt a lot of people thought this gun was useless with the pump buff, but I thought when they reined in the pump's range a little bit, this gun had a bit of a use because it was the most ranged shotgun, and it did have a nice middle ground between fire rate and damage, but it has now also been removed. The SMG, the common, uncommon, and rare SMG is completely gone, and then the suppressed SMG was unvaulted. So this is an interesting, they unvaulted the spray and pray style SMG and then unvaulted the suppressed one, which is still a good weapon, but it doesn't, it's not as much spray and pray, and it's more about hitting shots consistently. It has a lower fire rate, but more damage, and then also more predictable, like less spread. So you could use this weapon at longer ranges, and it's going to be more consistent, but it's not going to be it's not going to melt people as quickly. And it rewards headshots more so than the other one does because it does have a lower fire rate. So this is actually really interesting that they are going this route more away from spray and pray and more towards like the precision weapons. The drop rate of the dual pistols has been reduced, which is, I guess, an interesting change. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, with these changes. I mean, obviously I use the suppressed SMG when I have it instead of the normal one, but it's going to be interesting to see how this affects the game because the spray weapons aren't going to be as prevalent anymore. So I think the close range fighting is going to be more about hitting good shotgun shots and less about SMGs. Shotguns were already very good, but now the SMGs, I wouldn't say are weaker, but like it's just different. It's a different type of SMG. The way you use it is very different. So I'm excited to see how this plays out in game. I still want to use Deagle Pump a majority of the time, but that's enough about the weapon changes. Let me know what you all think of that in the comments below. The solid gold limited time mode has been added back, which I'm actually really excited for because this is my favorite limited time mode because it reduces how much RNG matters because everybody can get good loot. And then also you harvest mats faster, which I think makes the game more enjoyable to play. There's various bug fixes in this update, but the two I want to highlight most is that it says this has to do with aim assist and vehicles. It says aim assist now targets enemies on vehicles rather than the base of the vehicle they're occupying. If I'm reading this correctly, it may be very easy to spam abuse aim assist and then kill people out of vehicles. If you're decent at abusing aim assist, which I consider myself pretty good at it, you may be able to just melt people out of planes. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how this goes, but basically how I'm reading this is it sounds like you're going to be able to melt people out of planes pretty easily if you have like a decent angle. And the next bug fix I want to highlight, it says quickly switching to traps and then weapons on gamepads no longer causes players to shoot or swing pickaxes. I'm not sure if this is what was causing my problems of like auto shooting sometimes. It wasn't a super consistent issue, but sometimes after closing my build menu, my gun would just auto shoot until I tapped the shoot button again. And when I had this happen on stream, other people have said that this has happened to them as well. So I don't know if this is fixing that bug. I was never really sure what caused it, but maybe that this is a fix to that. And then the next bug fix that I want to highlight in the final one, screens no longer shake uncontrollably after walking on an icy surface. This is a great change. It was so frustrating to have this happen to you. If you guys don't know, sometimes you hit the ice and slid around in the area where Greasy used to be or up where Viking Mountain is, your screen would just shake for the remainder of the game. And it was pretty frustrating to deal with if you had a late game that was in that ice area and you were like accustomed to having to deal with that, or if you hit that area early on and then you just had your screen shaking at any time. It was pretty annoying. So definitely interested to see that. Increase the amount of materials gained from looting chests and floor loot from 20 to 30. This is going back on a change that they changed in the past. So we're going to be getting more loot from floor loot and chests. This isn't a huge change, but it's just going to add up over time, and maybe you'll have a little bit more material than you would have otherwise. And then increased the number of materials received from supply drops from 40 to 60. Once again, not a huge change, but you're going to get more mats. I would like to see this number actually be higher. I think that supply drops should reward the players more, but it's not a super big deal. And that's basically it for this update. There's nothing too major aside from those things. There is the edit delay, re-enabled client-side editing improvements, which was changed in a past update because they were causing bugs. This just makes editing feel more smooth, but without being able to play it in-game, I don't really want to comment on that. But editing should feel better after this update because they fixed a bug that they had in the past. So that's it with this update. We got the chiller nade, various weapons vaulted. Let me go through them again. The bolt action, the burst rifle, the heavy shotgun, and the SMG. And then we have the suppressed SMG coming out of the vault. And it doesn't say that anything was changed with the suppressed SMG, so I expect it to function as it was in the past. Let me know what you guys think of this update in the comments below. Are you excited to use the suppressed SMG? I'm really excited to see how the game plays out with the heavy shotgun removed and the normal SMG removed, and then the suppressed SMG added back. So if you guys did enjoy this video or find it useful in any way, please do remember to drop a like, and if you'd like to see more from me, subscribe. I'm gonna let this game play out. It's a 16 kill duo match, so I hope you guys enjoy this. And like I said, I'll see you guys another time. Thanks for watching.